Hey folks, friends, family, welcome to These Eats. I am holding in my hand a prime rib. It used to be bone-in, and it's been aged for 100 days. Just to give you an idea, it is a rock. So for today's cook, we are gonna carve into this. I'm not sure how much meat is left after 100 days, but neither I, nor Talon, nor Daryl, nor anybody that has been on the show has had a 100-day steak. So hopefully it turns out okay. Let's find out. I want you to remember this image because it's an exact two-bone, just like our subject. Now what you're seeing used to be a two-bone ribeye. All the water that has escaped after 100 days has basically sunken in all of the muscle fibers. So right now it's just hard, it's a pellicle, and we got to get rid of it. So first thing we're going to do is trim it. Now after 100 days, there's going to be a lot of trimming that needs to be done. So let's go ahead and get it started. And maybe we might get a chance to see if it's worth all the trouble. So here we are, friends. 15 minutes later, it looks like about 75% is pellicle and 25% is edible 100-day steak, as you can see on the left there. So I just want to see this and show you the comparison of loss versus gain. Hopefully the gain outweighs the loss. Let's find out. Let's go ahead and put it on a nice rack for the oven so it could circulate the hot air all around. Now I'm a big fan of starting off to trying to find the coldest spot inside of the steak with my thermometer. I'll be using a wireless one this time because it's pretty awesome actually. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in and try to find the coldest point of meat. I let that 100-year-old steak get to 120 degrees Fahrenheit in my oven. Now I'm going to give it a nice crust on my cast iron pan with a sear. I use avocado oil for its hot smoking point. Now once this beauty ends up 120 degrees in my Fahrenheit oven, I go ahead and automatically switch it over to my hot pan to give it a nice sear over butter and oil. Talon!
Yes.
Well, are you ready for dinner?
Yes.
So obviously it's a steak, right? Does it look a little different inside?
Kind of like chicken.
It looks a little different, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's still pink on the inside though. Do you have any idea what the steak looked like before I cut it up?
A rock.
It was a rock, and it was a rock about 75% bigger than this. So what we're about to eat is, can you guess how many days old this has been aged, dry aged?
I can guess, but I also know 100.
That's right, 100-day-old, dry aged, prime rib. So, have you had a steak sold before?
No, I don't think so.
Close to his age, actually. I haven't had a steak that's sold before. You ready to give it a shot? I have no idea what to expect. Here, why don't you take this piece right here? That looks like a good one for you. I'll take this one here.
It's like dry.
It's a little hard. Let's give it a shot. Ready?
It's good.
Wow, I have so many questions and statements. So first of all, completely different flavor.
Tastes like a chicken.
It tastes like chicken to you? I think it tastes way more beefy. Yeah, not as tender as a fresher steak. It's not. It definitely has more of a charcuterie vibe to it. You want to try some more? So it's not bad, right? It's a great flavor, guys. I could see myself craving this in about a couple weeks because it's got such a distinct umami-ness, and the marbling is great. Actually, it's juicy from all that fat, but it's just not. It's not wet and floppy. It's actually like a hard piece. Like, you know, it doesn't really bend very easily, and I think that's due to the age and the lack of water inside of it. But because of that lack of water, all the other flavors have exemplified. Do you understand? They've magnified more. So when you put this in your mouth,
Kind of chewy.
it's a little on the chewy side, yeah, because it's so old, but because of the lack of water and just aged, it's good, huh? Guys, bottom line, we like it. It's not what we're used to, but we're gonna go ahead and finish this steak. 100-day-old steak, verdict.
Worth it. Worth it.
High five or low nothing?
What?
High five or low nothing? It gets a high five, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Please subscribe to our channel. Please like us.
Sure.
Please like us, ring the bell, do all you gotta do. We love y'all. Peace out.